Hello guys, this is test number 7. In this test, we're going to dip all of the rubber parts in a small bowl of gasoline here overnight and see how they hold up overnight. In theory, the Vuitton O-rings, these two Vuitton O-rings, is supposed to be able to handle harsh chemicals and even some acid. So this is the O-ring that is in front of the lens, preventing water to penetrate. All right, we'll drop that in there. This is the suspension O-ring. This is optional, and this is not a Vuitton O-rings. This is, I forgot what the name of the O-ring is, but this is not a Vuitton O-rings, and it doesn't have the same chemical resistance properties. However, this O-ring is, since it's behind the lens in the, I would say in the middle of the light, is not, how should I say this? It's not exposed to the element. So this test is kind of an unnecessary test for this O-ring, but might as well, just to see how good the compositions of this O-ring is. So we'll drop it in there. But if that O-ring fail, it's not that big of a deal since it's never exposed to the element. This is on Skylumen Nguyen. There is 7 of these O-rings, 2 on the front of the body, 2 on the rear of the body, and 3 optional in the middle of the body. All right, for grip. And we have 7 of these. Very nice O-ring, by the way. You can see it has this matte look to it, not the typical shiny, polished look. If that's how you say it. All right, so we'll drop this one in. So that's an important O-ring to not fail. I have no clue how these rubber boots are made of. I just know they're extra thick. They're the thickest kind I can get. So they're as heavy duty as I can get. However, there's a little bit in variance between them, and I want to point that out. On millimeter. So the black one here is right about 1.42 millimeter thick. All right, and it's that thickness all around. The blue one is 2.11. So I would say it's half a millimeter thicker on the blue one. So the blue one is definitely heavier duty than the black one. And I'll show you them side by side. They work exactly the same in the light, but you can see the blue one is clearly thicker and it has a tougher feel to it. So it's not, when it's installed in the light, it's possibly a tiny bit less sensitive. But if you have a tactical light, that might be what you want. You don't want accidental activation. And while the black one here is a little bit softer, yeah, it's clearly softer actually, because it's a half a millimeter thinner. And I would say it's still relatively thick and relatively heavy duty compared to other boots, but a little bit less so than the blue one. All right. I have no idea what these are made of, but we'll find out if they're any good with chemical resistance. So that's that. I'm going to cover this up and I'm going to leave it overnight, and we'll come back tomorrow and see if they expanded or if any effects. Okay. All right. Good night, guys. I went ahead and grabbed a new set so that we can compare this set to the set that we dipped in gasoline last night. All right, are you guys ready? Let's move this up here, out of the way, and check this out. Okay, all right, let me tear this out. So immediately, I think, let's just grab them one at a time. The black rubber boot has swollen immensely. Okay, huge difference. It's actually kind of cool. Oh man, let me show you guys up close. Look at that. Okay. And then look at that. Look at the size difference. Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's the blue one. That's the black one. Let's look at the blue one now. The blue one blew up as well. Wow. Let's see if it's... It seems like it's not easily tearable at all. It's still pretty strong. Nope, I lied. It ripped. It broke. There we go. So yeah, breaks up a lot easier. Now it's a lot more, it's not brittle. What's the word? Okay, so the important part now. Okay, yeah, let's first take a look at this suspension O-ring. Like I said, this suspension O-ring doesn't really needs to be chemical resistant because it's in the middle of the light. Seal from the element, but let's compare it anyway. Nope, not that one. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Actually, let's put this on the table. Yup, it definitely grew. Not as severe. Not as severe, but there is a difference for sure. There you go. Probably got a little thicker as well, a little fatter. So there we go. All right. Here is the O-ring that is in front of the glass, exposed to the element. Okay, where'd it go? All right, here we go. And this one is a Vuitton, so we'll see if Vuitton O-rings are any good. You know what? I can't tell. It looks the same to me. Let me hold it. I don't want to mix them together and then I can't figure out. Well, you know what? If I can't figure out which one's which, then that's a good sign. But the one in gasoline is the one on the right. So you can see there no difference. This is very impressive. Okay. Good, good, good. Now the body O-ring. I think we have the same result here with the body O-ring. I only have 30 seconds left. Alright, so this video is going to end very soon, and it's going to probably end by itself, but you can see here the size of the O-rings are basically identical. So the Vuittons are perfect. There you go. Nice heavy duty rubber, but not chemical resistant. Alright, that concludes the test. Thank you guys.